Mike Adenuga Jr.
Good evening. Bonsoir. Akwaba. Welcome to Accra, Ghana, and welcome to the Glo-CAF Awards. This is the second time we have held this event in this great city, and let me be quite honest, I've had some influence on this. I love this city. Yes, in many ways I consider it my second home. Indeed, I spent so much time here recently that it's almost become my first home. But you know, it's such a welcoming and hospitable place, it's impossible not to like it. First, let me extend a very, very special welcome to His Excellency Professor Atta Mills, the President of Ghana. Sir, it's a great honor to have you and your team as our guest here this evening. I am well aware of your love of the beautiful game, and thank you for all your support both on and off the pitch. And of course, Ghana's love of football has only recently seen some spectacular success in the Under-20 World Cup. I was delighted to see the young Ghanaian team, the Black Satellites, become the first African team ever to lift an Under-20 World Cup. Congratulations to all Ghanaians. I hope your older brothers do you just as proud in South Africa in June, along with all the other African teams. As you know, Glo is a young African company, so it's not surprising that football is our passion too. In this last year, I believe we have been more involved in football than ever before. For 5 years now, we have sponsored the Glo-CAF Awards, and we have now agreed to do so for many years to come. We, of course, also sponsor the Premier Leagues in both Nigeria and Ghana, and we have been heavily involved as a sponsor in the Under-17 World Cup. But beyond all that, this year we've gone even further. In fact, we've signed up a few players ourselves. Now, let me see. There's Wayne Rooney, there's Rio Ferdinand, Patrick Evra, Ryan Giggs. Yes, in fact, we signed the whole Manchester United team, including Sir Alex. Although I must say I find it difficult to understand a single word of what he says. I'm only joking. The fact is that Glo have become the first telecommunications operator from Africa to sign a deal that partners us with one of the world's most famous and successful football clubs. For young West African players, this will give them a real chance to hone their skills at the Manchester United Soccer Academy. And for fans of all ages, it will offer them the opportunity to win lots of all expenses paid trips to live matches at Old Trafford in England, the theatre of dreams. Whichever way you look at it, for many, it will be a lifetime dream comes true. And I can assure you, this is only the start of our relationship with Manchester United. There are a lot more things to come. Now you may be wondering, with all this involvement in football, have we been able to do any work over the last year? Well, the simple answer is yes. It has never been all play and no work at Globacom. Ask any of my staff, will tell you. This year, we've made enormous progress, and it's progress that will be felt right here on the streets of Ghana very soon. First, we have been building a mobile network in Ghana that really will be second to none. I'm sure that you have seen all our billboards on the streets, and I assure you, they are not empty promises. No, sir. In the next few months, you will start to experience a communication network, the like of which has never been experienced in Ghana before. And that's just the start of it. Over the last year, we have also been laying our own multi-million-dollar submarine cable all the way from Europe, connecting through to the States and crossing the Atlantic to West Africa's coast. In fact, it has already landed just a few kilometers from where we are sitting now. It's no small thing. It will literally change the way that Africa does business by providing for the first time an almost unlimited bandwidth and high-speed internet connection to and from our region to the rest of the world. It will make all telecommunication services much faster, much more reliable, and much cheaper for everyone. And it will stimulate a new era of prosperity across the continent by facilitating everything from distant learning, video conferencing, and new TV channels, as well as such marvelous things as online medical diagnostics and full telemedicine services. And what's more, it has sufficient capacity to cater for the region's requirement for years to come. But best of all, it's right on your doorstep, right here in Ghana. But enough about Glo. That was the commercial break. Let's get back to the real business of the evening. Let's get back to football. Tonight we are once again here to celebrate the best in African football. And as always, there's plenty to celebrate in the year of African football. More and more of our players now dominate the premier leagues in Europe. And more of our young players are knocking on the door of stardom, as we have seen in the Under-20 World Cup. But tonight, you also see the best of the best female players, the best local players, the best coaches, and the best fans. And of course, it will culminate in Africa's Player of the Year, the most prestigious award on the continent, and one that is hugely respected by players and coaches alike throughout the world of football. Who will it be? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you one thing tonight. Whoever it is, you will know about it before anyone else. And no one is keener to find out than I am. So without further ado, let the games begin. Welcome to Ghana. Welcome to the Glo-CAF Awards.